Oh, you guys. Third time's the charm, you guys. What a day. That's so annoying. I thought we were going to have the most beautiful setup. I thought we were going to have the score on screen. I thought we were going to have a new backdrop. Nothing's working. Nothing's working for me today. But here we are. We're back. You guys let me know if everything sounds and looks okay. I really need to get a professional into my home and figure out how to do this because this is just crashing and burning. Let me turn on my lights in the back so at least it looks good. There we go. We got some blue lights. Hi, everyone. It was paused on my Nikes, huh? No, what happened in the very last stream? So for the 20 of you that were on for 30 seconds when I just tried to go live is it mirrored to my phone and then somehow my phone was the camera and I couldn't get it switched back to being on my laptop. But anyway, here we are. Here we are. We're back. Thank you for joining. I'm so sorry, you guys, that I do not have the score on screen. Caitlin Clark with the step back three. We are watching the Indiana Fever's very last preseason game together. I'm not able to show it here, but if you guys are watching it, we can watch along. We can chat about it. All the things. This is their last preseason game. They are playing in a very small arena with 4,000 seats. I don't know if you guys saw the photo on Twitter. Change the lights to red. No, we're doing the blue for the Fever blue. Really, the best color is pink, but I feel like you guys didn't like it when it was pink in the back. It was too girly. They didn't even fill the 4,000 seats. Did they truly not? People aren't going to it? Oh, it does look quite empty. You're right. Weird. This court looks like an AAU gym. Is this where they play all of their games? This court legit looks like the kind of gyms that I used to play in an AAU. It looks like one of those plastic floors that they just put down. You know what I'm talking about? This is their home court. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Tell your friends, you guys, by the way. I said that I wanted to see all 500 of you back in this live when we got it worked out, and this is not even close. Not even close to all the people that we had. So Lexi's coming in. Ryan Howard's coming in. Okay, let's run another poll. Who's... Fever or... Tied 9-9 in the first quarter. Good pass from Caitlin to Lexi. She gets it blocked. You didn't realize there was a live tab? Yes. So, guys, I am planning on going live a lot more this season, and I truly hope that I can get my setup working so it looks a lot better than this, and it's not just me. You guys can see the score on the screen. You guys can see the box score on the screen. It looks a lot better, which I tried to do if you guys were there for the first time I went live today, 10 minutes ago. But you guys need to turn on your notifications so that you know when I'm going live, because I might just sometimes be like, let's go live, and I might not give you guys a heads up. So definitely turn on those notifications so you know when I'm going live. I also should tweet about this so other people can join us. Yeah, where are you guys watching from today? Oh, what broadcast software am I using? I was using OBS, but it was like crashing my whole, and this, I'm on my laptop right now. I was just on my desktop and it like crashed the whole thing. Anyway, okay, from Iowa. Scott's watching from Iowa. Slovakia. No. Indiana, Texas, SoCal, Wisconsin, Maine, Minnesota. Wow, guys. It's like I'm singing the 50 State song. Kansas, Vegas. I'll actually be in Vegas this week. Pennsylvania, Alaska, Texas. In Texas right now. From Italy, let's go. Abu Dhabi. I was just there a few months ago. Hawaii, Florida, Texas, Philippines, Palestine, Dallas, Ohio. What's up, Ohio? Michigan. You guys are really all over the place. I love this. Sweden, Vegas, Idaho, NOLA, Kentucky, SoCal, Germany. I will be in Chicago for Big 3 on my birthday, actually. Is that like a month away? That's so crazy. Yeah, June 14th, I will be in Chicago. New Zealand, Canada. Oh gosh, Ronald is back with the Skittles and the Monster. No, not you, Ronald. Which actually, that reminds me. Actually, I have my water and my drink over here, but hold on a second. I'm kind of drinking an equivalent to a Monster, but I think it's a little bit maybe healthier than Monster. Honestly, I just think they're delicious, but Alani, and this one is so good, the cherry slush. I try not to drink this whole thing in one sitting though, because it has like, I think it's like 100 milligrams of caffeine. I'm really sensitive to caffeine, so I don't drink that much, but it's really good. Okay, we're back. The game is 9-9, 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. They are playing in an AAU gym with a plastic floor. It looks so bad. Like, sorry, no shade to the players, like not their fault at all, but dear God, this needs to be fixed. This does not look like a professional setting at all. Aaliyah Boston and one. From Uganda, amazing. From England, Texas. Did they cut Lucy? Do the Mystics play again? She's not on this team. I think you guys know. But I did talk about that in my last video. So the Mystics signed an undrafted guard, and that made me really nervous because why would they be signing another guard when it's like 4 days until they have to make their final roster selections? And it made me really nervous for Lucy Olson. I'm really hoping she doesn't get cut. If she does get cut, I hope that she gets picked up right away because I watched her in person last weekend when they played against the Fever, and I thought she did great. Like, I think she's so WNBA ready. I think she deserves to be on a team, but it did make me really nervous when they signed an undrafted guard. This late is kind of crazy. I see some Caitlin I see a lot of Caitlin Clark jerseys in the crowd in Atlanta. What are you watching? Guys, I'm watching the Indiana Fever versus the Atlanta Dream game right now. Did I title? Please tell me I titled the live that. I really need like a full tech team to come out here and help me with these live streams. Because I feel like a 75-year-old grandma trying to do this. Like, I mess it up every time. Yeah, these preseason games, I still don't feel like any of the teams are going 100%. Caitlin for long three, she hits it. Indiana's leading 16-14 with 2:48 left in the first quarter. And if you guys want to watch along with me, please do. Because I don't have the ability right now to put the box score on the screen, or else it will lag. Oof. But yeah, I still don't think any of these teams are playing 100%. And like I kind of told you guys on the first live, I'm kind of over these preseason games. I'm just ready for the real deal, the real rotations. It looked like Sydney Colson just came in for Caitlin Clark. Stern, thank you so much for the donation. Did they borrow the Unrivaled gym for this? Yeah. And I get, like, the Unrivaled gym being small, being different. Okay, that makes sense. It's just a completely different vibe. But for this being your home gym, like, that's rough. And is the court not? Maybe it is. It has to be a wood floor. It just does not look like it. I need to stop. Because I don't mean any shade toward, like, it's not the player's fault, but, like, geez, do better for them. DB went up for it. Natasha with the rebound, and she'll go to the line. Hi, Sunny. Oh, I think somebody earlier was asking about my cats. They are around. They're just not. They're both. I have two staring at me right now, but they're just not sitting with us. Come here, Sky. Okay. No one's coming over to watch with us. You said your stream is back and functional. What was the issue? The issue was that I was trying to use OBS that I set up and made it look beautiful and nice. And I was actually on my desktop because it is more powerful than my laptop. And I thought that would be fine. And it wasn't. It still was lagging. Because I've used OBS once before, but it lagged pretty much the entire stream. And I do want to, we can end this poll now. You guys all think the Fever are going to win. I do want to try to do that throughout the season because I want to go live more and do these watch parties. So I feel like you guys let me know if you enjoy these or not, but seems like you guys do. So I want to go live a bit more this season, but I don't just want it to be like me here talking to you and you don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Anyway. Also, a lot of people in the first live were liking my shirt. I don't even know who this guy is, by the way. But the shirt's cool. I love old school sports vintage t-shirts. Cash App is definitely the lead sponsor of the Dream. Cash App is everywhere. Dale Jarrett. You know what's hilarious? This is gonna be crazy. I thought this was Dale Earnhardt, right? That's the race car driver. I thought this was him the whole time. I didn't even read the name. I didn't even read the last name. I just heard Dale, and I was like, oh, that's Dale Earnhardt. It's a whole different man on my shirt. This guy won the dunk contest in 1993. Yeah, definitely. He was wearing these sunglasses as well, for sure. I did actually go to Indy 500 once. I'm not a huge car race type of girl. It's really loud at those things, and you can't really see it. You just see the cars go by, and then they're gone. You know what I mean? All right, let's watch the game. Indiana Fever are up 20-16 right now. DB's in, Brianna Turner's in, Sydney Colson's in, Lexi Hull is in, and Natasha Howard. Okay, you need to get an Ethernet cable to go from the back of your desktop to one of the outputs on your router. Okay. I will definitely do that for next time. This is all trial and error because next week we're going to go live for these opening night games, okay? I'm traveling, but I believe I will be back in time for the game on Friday. The game's on Friday. The Fever does not play on Friday, but I think the Liberty, I'd have to check. I think the Liberty play Friday, and then Saturday, the Indiana Fever versus the Chicago Sky. And like I said in my videos that I put up this week, I really hope that this Angel Reese Caitlin Clark rivalry is done fast this year. Like, there's no point in like hyping up that rivalry anymore, even though I know the Indiana Fever played Chicago Sky like 7 times this season. And they're starting off with that, but I think there will be new rivalries, and it's not going to be those two. DB with the ball. It seems like the Atlanta Dream is trapping. Oof. Luana Bonner with the steal. Gets fouled hard at the rim. Fever a bit sloppy with the turnovers. Yeah, that's what I've thought about all of these preseason games, and I was even thinking of going live, even for the one last night, the Liberty and Phoenix. It hasn't been great basketball. It really hasn't. And I feel like that's a lot of preseason games is not great basketball, but I'm not so invested in like some of these games when some of these players aren't going to even be on the team. Like, I guess it's cool to see some of these teams for their first looks, but I'm really ready for regular season to start. Because the rotations are super weird for all of these teams. It's definitely not how they're going to be. There's players sitting out. Like last night, Breanna Stewart sat out. Sabrina barely played. Like, and then we've seen with the Fever too. Like, obviously, I was at the game against the Mystics when Caitlin didn't play, and then Sophie and Lexi played like 35 minutes each. It was crazy how much they played, and then a couple of the rookies didn't even play at all. It went into overtime. It was really weird. And then obviously against the Brazil team, they won by 64. Now, this game is the first game that I feel like is, real competition. I do actually think the Atlanta Dream will be decent this year. Oh my gosh, there's so many Iowa t-shirts, Caitlin Clark jerseys. I love that you guys are thank you for giving me tips on my tech stuff, by the way. OBS is good. You have to mess around with the back end settings a bit to get dialed in for your computer. It took me a while before I got mine set up properly when I used to stream on Twitch. Yeah, I'm going to have to spend some time and do that. I remember last summer I was fooling around on OBS, like trying to get it to work. And I was live for like not 10 minutes, but I was live for like 5 minutes and did not know it. And then all of a sudden I start getting all of these chats and I'm like looking crazy, like the videos like this. And I'm trying to figure out OBS and I'm just live and I didn't know it. I clearly have issues. So I'm going to figure it out. We're going to figure this out, you guys. It's going to be more polished than this. But thank you to all 300 of you who are in the chat right now. Don't forget to like this stream. And also don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications because I'm definitely going to be going live more. And I don't know how YouTube works about notifying you guys if I go live or if that even pops up in your home feed. So turn on those notifications. Are you doing play-by-play or something of a watch party? So this is kind of a mix of a just chatting / watch party. I'm not doing play-by-play. If you guys want that, definitely there's other channels who do better play-by-play. This is kind of like we'll just discuss the game as it happens, talk about things. You guys can ask me questions. I will update you with the score as much as I can. Again, I hope to have it set up during regular season where the score will be on the screen, possibly box scores. The WNBA sucks with their box scores. Like, need to figure that out. I love to box score watch while I watch NBA games. WNBA, it's like impossible to find. So hopefully they fix that this season, but hopefully I can have like chat on screen, score on screen, box score on screen, and we can also just hang out and chat and watch the game together. But that's kind of the vibe for these watch parties. If you guys like that, you're in the right place. If you want play-by-play and like the drama and yelling and all, that's not me. There's plenty of other YouTubers who do that. But we need to figure out what this floor is made out of. That's the biggest question of the evening or afternoon, whatever time it is. What is this floor made out of that they're playing on right now? Is it made out of wood? Because it doesn't look like it. It looks like an AU court. I mean, the lighting is cool. They have, you know, a little like red and blue kind of lighting situation happening. But Caitlin for 3. And she hits. That barely even hit the net. Jesus. Okay, I'm going to do another. You would give me a Golden Globe for Best Podcast? Thank you so much. That'd be amazing. I've never won an award. I've only ever won basketball awards. Other than that, nothing for my career work. I have one of these actually, yeah, one of these little glass things, the one in the back, actually, I don't know if you guys can see it. That's one of my MVPs, my Celebrity Game MVP awards. Indiana Fever are up 26-16. Oh, good pass. Oh, missed layup. There have been so many missed layups in these preseason games. That's why it's been not good basketball. And it's nothing against the WNBA. NBA is bad basketball during preseason also. It's kind of just the way it is. It's kind of sloppy. The rotations are weird. A lot of missed layups. But we are getting to see a bit more ball movement. It is so interesting when Caitlin Clark is in the game, how much more the ball moves. They did not just call a travel on her for that. She got hit in the side. But the ball moves a lot when Caitlin's running point. You guys said a depressing floor. Yeah. This whole watch party has just been a roast of the of the court, of literally the facility that they're playing in. Sponsored by Cash App. Cash App should give them a better court. I think they'll get. So wait, was this, guys, remind me, was the Atlanta Dream the team that said the scheduling conflict? Was this the team? I think it was. Wait, I know I tweeted it like a long time ago. I think that this was the team that said that they had to move to a bigger arena when the Fever came because of a scheduling conflict. Or was it the Mystics? No, I think it was the Dream. It is? Okay. Yeah, so we can't, fine. I don't feel bad roasting their facility then. Come on, just, it's so blatant. It's so blatantly obvious. Why not just say what it is? Aaliyah Boston's going to work today. I want to find this though, because I know I tweeted about it, was months ago. You thought it was the Mystics? It was the Mystics? No, it was Atlanta. Okay, some of you guys are saying it was the Mystics. Some of you guys are saying it was Atlanta. I'm pretty sure it was Atlanta. The Mystics was the team owner who sorry. Some of the stuff is just funny. Like, I don't even get mad about it. It's just hilarious. Like, I think the Mystics owner is Alicia Gray limping. That's not good. That's not good. Come on, guys. These injuries have been nuts during preseason also. All right, let's hope it's just a little tweak. It looks like Alicia Gray went in the back. Oh, she came off of a screen. Or she ran into a screen. What was that? Oh, her knee? She's grabbing her knee. Dang. Okay. Well, I hope that she's okay. And again, this is no shade to the players at all. But the Mystics was the owner who was like, when Caitlyn was on the cover of Time, she was like, why can't they put the whole WNBA on the cover? It's so funny. Like, what are you talking about? Why can't you just put the whole WNBA on the cover? Like, okay. Okay, ma'am. Dear, you just gotta laugh. Sometimes you just have to laugh. You cannot take these things too seriously because what are you even talking about? I just cracked myself up. It's like, and she was so serious. Like, she was really concerned as to why they chose to put one player and not the entire WNBA on the cover of Time magazine. Yes. Who was it when Taylor Swift was on the cover? Why didn't you just put every pop star on the cover of Time magazine? Anyway, I don't know who else was on the cover of Time magazine. I don't keep up with it like that, but that was funny. I want to find, I'm pretty sure it was definitely Atlanta who said scheduling conflict. But when did they say that? Okay, it was close. Participation trophies for all. Yeah, no. I'm a little bit older than the participation trophy generation. You either win or you lose. Score update? Well, the WNBA says break in progress, so I don't actually know the score. Hold on. I need to look it up. I'm just over here laughing at the things that the owners say. It's 26-18 with 7 minutes, and 48 seconds left in the second quarter. They said it on March 13th. Thank you. You guys are great. You guys are great. I know I retweeted it. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, Jordan Canada, she got hurt in the last game, if you guys remember. But they said I think she's only out a couple of weeks, so it didn't seem like that injury was too bad. We talked about that, or I talked about that in my last video about just the injuries. And honestly, these girls just need to have an off season. They shouldn't be playing in a bunch of different leagues all off season. And there's going to be a point if the WNBA gets profitable like the NBA and they're making real salaries. Like, you think these owners are going to be like, yeah, sure, go play overseas during the off season? Heck no. They're going to be like, no, if I'm paying you $500,000, $1 million a season, you're not going anywhere. You're also like, just like in the NBA, there's so many things in their contract they can't do. Like, you can't snowboard, you can't ski, you can't wakeboard, you can't do like certain like dirt bikes or whatever. Like, there's a ton of things because they're like, no, we're paying you this amount of money. You're getting, like, we need you to be able to do that. So sorry, you can't do all this other stuff. That's going to be the same thing for them. It's just, unfortunately, at this point, they haven't made enough they haven't made enough money to make a living as a professional athlete. So they've been playing overseas, but that's just so much wear on their body. Oh, that was a long three by Sophie. She's been great so far. Really great. Caitlin with the rebound. It's 29-23, 6:22 left in the second quarter. Oh dear. Where was Sydney Colson passing to? All right, let's see. Ugh. Lexi makes like 77,000 a year in the W. Yeah, well, so does Caitlin. Caitlin makes like, I think $78,000. Yeah, 76 or 78 for her first 4 seasons. I also did a whole breakdown on that last year with her salary comparison to Victor Wembanyama, like the number 1 picks. And it is kind of crazy. However, if you actually compare the breakdown for both of the leagues, it was fair. Like, it's going to be different now because they're going to be generating so much more revenue, and the WNBA is going to be making so much more now that it is so much more popular. But at the time, like, the salaries that they're making were actually fair for the money that they were bringing in. And also with the WNBA, like, they don't even own their entire league. Like, over 50%. I don't know if it's exactly 50%, but basically half of the league is owned by the NBA, period. So they don't even make that. And then they also have another chunk. So there's only a certain amount of cash that they can even use to pay the players. So a lot of things, but yeah. They'll start making money next season for sure. And hopefully they don't have a lockout. Okay, it's a close game now, 29-28 with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second. Thank you, Thunderhawk. Grace Berger would have been a good point guard for Indy. Yeah, for sure. I mean, she did really well in her game recently with the Lynx. A lot of people were saying that she might be a better backup than Colson. I think the thing is like last season, Caitlin played pretty much every minute of every single game. And I don't see her doing that this season, but I don't see her not playing the majority of the game. And so when you think about a backup point guard, like how do I explain this properly? But like, what caliber of backup point guard do you actually need? Because like I told you guys when I was at the game versus the Mystics, Sydney Colson started the game for Caitlin, right? So it was pretty much the same starting 5 with Sydney Colson. And so she was playing the point guard with that rotation. So it was Sydney, Kelsey at the 2, Dewana at the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, Leah Boston at the 5. But then the first sub out was Dewana Bonner, and Sophie Cunningham came in for DB. Immediately when Sophie Cunningham came in the game, she played the point guard. And so that to me, it's like Sophie did play point guard in college and she can play point, but it's like how much of a true point guard backup PG do you need unless you think that Caitlin is going to get into foul trouble, if you're scared about injury, or if you just don't think that she's going to play the majority of the game. I think their system moves around a lot. Like there's points when Caitlin's not in the game that even Dewana Bonner is bringing up the ball. So I don't think that Sydney Colson is going to I don't think she's going to play that many minutes in general, probably, likely, in kind of those close games because I think other players can just step up. Like, there might be times that, yeah, she's playing 15 to 20 minutes. I just don't think that she's going to play a whole lot of minutes because her role does seem to be true backup PG. She can slide to the 2, but you're not going to have her in at the 2 with Kelsey. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Am I making sense? But yes, to your point, Grace Berger is a good point guard, but she might get a little bit more play time in Minnesota. Atlanta is much improved. Yeah, I have them doing pretty well. So I'm going to pull this up because I made power rankings a couple, time is blending together. Like a couple weeks ago, I made my power ranking, my preseason power ranking. I had the Atlanta Dream ending at 6 this season. And then I also had the Minnesota Lynx 1, but they looked horrible when I watched them. I was like, geez, they did not look good at all. And then last night it was kind of crazy because the Liberty looked good and I'm such a Maureen Joannis fan. But then they lost to Phoenix and I had Phoenix ending the season as 8. So Kayla's back in, long 3 pretty much from out of bounds and hits it. This girl, if you can believe it, she improved her 3-point shooting. That's crazy. She was nearly out of bounds on the wing with that 3, and there's a huge lapse in defense right there. Let me see if I can pull up the box score so I can tell you guys what's going on. The WNBA is not great at having the box score running during the game. Let me see if ESPN has it. Normally NBA, you can just go to the app. They have the box score. There we go. Okay, full box score. Let me give you guys some player breakdowns really quick. Hello. Okay, there we go. Caitlin Clark, 14 minutes, 11 points, 3 for 6 from 3. Aaliyah Boston. Oh, who was that? Oh, I think DB just hit a 3. Okay, the Indiana Fever are up 35-33. Aaliyah Boston, 12 minutes, 7 points. So this game, I didn't even realize because I was scrambling because my live wasn't working. So Sophie actually started this game. So the starters were Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie at the 3, Natasha, and Aaliyah Boston. So what I've been seeing in the rotation, and again, this is preseason, we don't know how it's going to be, but Sophie has been subbing in first for DB. Like that has been the first sub off the floor. In this game, Sophie actually started, and she's been doing great for them on both ends of the court, so definitely well-deserved. Michaela Timpson and Jaylen Brown have not played yet. Brianna Turner with a big rebound. Brianna Turner has not looked so confident on the court. You guys let me know what you think, but I don't think she has looked so confident in these last couple games. Did Alicia Gray also, did she come? Yeah, she came back. Okay, good. Kelsey Mitchell with the rebound. They are trying to push it up the court. They have quite a bit of turnovers with trying to make those passes up the court and advance the ball, but I don't mind them trying stuff now in preseason. Dantas is out with an injury. Yeah, so Damiris Dantas had a death in the family, and that's why she was out for media day, and she was out for a couple of those games. Now she is listed as out with an injury. I don't know. And if the WNBA starts turning and doing anything like the NBA does, they lie all the time. Just so you guys know, like they lie all the time on those reports as to why players are out. You don't need to trust them. Like they lie all the time. Oof. Sophie with the rebound. Let's look at Atlanta's box score really quick. So the score is 35-33. Caitlin's out. Kelsey is back in. Also, Kelsey with a long 2. How is Kelsey shooting when it's her left hand that's like this? Could you imagine shooting and like your shooting hand is stuck bent? It's crazy. Hopefully she will never have to go back overseas to play basketball again. Brianna Turner with another rebound. Tasha Howard with a little. Wait, did you guys see? I. Did you guys see what the Mystics posted? Oh, they took it down now. They deleted it. So you had to be there for like the first hour of the post. Atlanta with another 3. That was Naz Hillman. Ooh, hustle play. The blondes, the twins. Are we calling them the twins this year? Sophie and Lexi, the twins just had a nice little defensive stop. But did you guys see what the Mystics posted about Lucy? She had Lucy Olsen had her signature like pull up mid-range. You know, she's a sharpshooter mid-range. She had a pull up mid-range shot and they put it up on Twitter and they said Lucy Olsen floater. It was an elbow jump shot, you guys. It was a pull up elbow jump shot, mid-range shot. And they were like Lucy Olsen floater. And I retweeted and I was like, not a floater, but great shot, Lucy. Because I just thought it was funny. It was like, admin clearly has never played basketball before. If they're calling this a floater, it's not a floater. And then exactly 7 minutes later, they deleted it. So they clearly saw my tweet because it was up for an hour before I even retweeted it. But I was sitting there just cracking up. I don't know if you guys saw that. You guys did see that? Okay. Oh, Sydney took off her head. All right, so leading scores for Pawpaw with 11. Ryan Howard with 7. Ryan Howard is really good. And she's so hard to guard one-on-one. Pull up 3. Has Brittany Griner, how much? She's played 2 minutes. Why isn't Brittany Griner playing? Does anyone know? Did something happen? Did I miss that also in the first, 2 minutes of this game when I was struggling with my live? Does anyone know? They just don't need a player. Scores 41-40 with 18 seconds left in the second quarter. We will chat more going into halftime. Sydney Colson at the line. Nobody knows. Okay. Guess the jury's out. I don't know why she's not playing. I would kind of like to see her in the game, though, because I want to see how the Indiana Fever deal with size. Because they're not big. The Indiana Fever is definitely smaller in general. Why is... Okay, I have a bone also to pick with the WNBA. I know that you're just live streaming this on the WNBA app, but why... Why do you not have the score and the time and everything on the screen? Like, come on. How about good refs? These refs suck. Yeah. The refs in general need... But who knows what they're paying these refs if the girls are getting paid what they're getting paid? People probably don't want it. They're not the highest quality refs, you know what I mean? Do you guys watch the NBA playoffs, by the way? I thought it was so funny that the Thunder Denver series is definitely my favorite series right now. It's so good. I honestly couldn't really care less about the Eastern Conference right now. I know that actually I think Boston and New York are playing right now, but it's been so boring compared to the Western Conference games. But how Scott Foster, the one game that it's like Denver beats OKC, and then the very next game they have Scott Foster and they lose by 50, basically, which it wasn't him, obviously. They were just kind of done with that game, but I just thought that was hilarious. You want Curry back? I know. Honestly, I think the best possible outcome for the Western Conference Finals is if it would be the Warriors in Denver. Oh, that would be so good. That would be so. I really also want that to happen, but they said that Steph won't be back for at the earliest game 6. It's weird because thank you so much, Douglas. Thank you so much. I like Anthony Edwards a lot. He's so entertaining to watch, but I'm still not, I don't love Minnesota. I wanted them to beat the Lakers for sure. I was definitely rooting for them there, but I would love for the Warriors to win, and I want it to be Warriors Denver. OKC has more time, but they're getting a little bit too big-headed for my liking, you know? Steph has to return ASAP. Yeah. The Cavaliers are a must-watch. Yeah. I don't know why, you guys. And I'm from Ohio, Cavs fan forever. I would love to see them also get to the Eastern Conference Finals, get to the finals. I do not like the Celtics. I never have. But I also don't like the Pacers. I'm sorry. I love the Fever. I'm not a huge fan of the Pacers. And the Cavs-Pacers series has been so boring to me. I know it's been close games. That last game, though, not the last game last night, but the one before, where the Cavs did all that to lose. What were they up 7 with however many seconds left? And I was like, bro, what the hell? Anyway. Yeah, I haven't been that into that series, though. I watched the end of the games for the Eastern Conference games, but I've definitely just enjoyed the Western Conference basketball a little bit more. Ant needs humbleness. I kind of just love that he's just wild. You know what I mean? Who knows if he'll ever win anything, but he's just entertaining. That's why I like him, because he's just so entertaining. He just does whatever. It's just ridiculous. Scott says WNBA officials make between $16,000 and $50K. Yeah, so I don't know. The refs get more than the players. Yeah, the West has been lit. Would you guys be interested in me doing any watch parties for NBA playoff games? Please let me know. I would definitely, if you guys wanted a watch party for Denver, they're just so late sometimes. Last night when it went into overtime, I was trying to go to bed early because I had an early workout this morning, and I was like, dang, come on. Why did you have to go into overtime now? Wait, I'm going to do a poll. I'm learning how to do these polls and things. Do you NBA playoffs? I feel like there's just so many people. I just feel like there's so many YouTube people in the NBA space that a lot of times I don't even make as many NBA videos unless they're bigger topics, because I feel like I just get lost in the shuffle because there's so many people making NBA videos about so many different things. And then there's channels who are specific to one team, all of this stuff. There's still not that many people doing WNBA stuff. Corey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Best channel on YouTube. Definitely would like a watch party for NBA games too. Okay, cool. I mean, I mean, why not, you guys, right? We could do an NBA watch along. We'll see how many people tune in. I got to get my OBS working though, because we could definitely have NBA box scores up and the score and the chat and all of the things. But if we did like an OKC Denver game live watch party, and then we could do, I mean, I'm so into the Western Conference, I'm so sorry, but then if the Warriors get past the Wolves, we could do Denver Warriors. I would literally do every game in that series. That would be so good. I honestly like, I'm such an OKC fan as well because of Dre and because I like kind of lived in Oklahoma for a while. I actually love Oklahoma. I miss it. Like and I spent most of COVID there also. But I kind of want Denver to win because I would love Russell Westbrook to get a championship. Like at this point, I do think he deserves it. And he's literally been just like putting himself on the line for so long. And he finally has a team that's like so close to, I don't know, being there, you know? Jokic is going to get robbed of MVP also. Like Shea is great. He's great. It's nothing against Shea. But I think there was something done like when Shea's not on the floor, the Oklahoma City Thunder are still like third in the NBA in efficiency or something. If Jokic wasn't playing, Denver for sure wouldn't have even made playoffs. So if you talk about most valuable player, he just does crazy things. And I know he couldn't hit the side of a barn yesterday. He shot so horrible in that game last night. Like I was like, bro, what is going on? It's like 1 for 12 from 3. It was so bad. But regular season numbers, it's been so crazy. I feel like he's going to get robbed of that. So I kind of want him to win just for that too. But then at the same time, like I wouldn't mind the Warriors winning. Anyone but Boston. I can't with Boston. And also like I like the Knicks, but some Knicks fans are so insufferable. So I kind of am not sure if I'm prepared to hear Knicks fans just gloating for however many years if they win. Anyway. Okay. Let me see what you guys said about this poll. Do you want to watch party for NBA playoffs? 65% said yes. 35% said no. Some of you guys do not care. All right. It is halftime. Yes, we are doing a watch party. This is not an NBA watch party. This is a watch party. Although I think Boston is playing right. Yeah, the Boston Knicks are playing right now. So it could be the halftime watch party for that. But no, we are doing a watch party for the Indiana Fever's last preseason game against the Atlanta Dream. Kind of just chatting through the game. It's not really play-by-play. You guys can ask me questions. Yeah, we're just chatting about the game and seeing if they can go undefeated in preseason. I do kind of want to see what's happening with Did Caitlin get a technical foul that we missed? Did I also miss that? Because I'm seeing this on Twitter. Caitlin got a technical foul for talking to the ref after a turnover led to an open Bree Jones layup. Looks like she was looking for a foul on the possession that led to her turnover. Technical fouls in the preseason do not count toward the 7 tech limit in regular season. Oh, wait, I want to start another poll. Do you guys think... Okay, or how many techs will Caitlin get this season? Under 5? Over 5? Caitlin threw the ball at the post. Yeah, she definitely has a bit of a temper. For sure. It's kind of hilarious because she doesn't even like NBA players, like a lot of them beg and plead, which she does do that a little bit, but she also just like goes off. Like she gets so mad. You think well over 10? Way over 5. She got the technical during the commercial break. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the volume up here so that I can kind of watch, but then also talk to you guys, and you guys don't have to hear. If you guys are watching on your television as well, you don't have to hear multiple things. So I haven't heard a lot of the commentary. I'm hearing from you guys that the commentary hasn't been great, so maybe that's a good thing that we don't have the volume on. You think Stephanie White will get on her about the technicals? Maybe. I mean, it can't turn into something where it's like a Draymond Green situation where, and his are technicals where he's actually beating people up or like being aggressive on the court. I guess the last one he got in whatever game that was when he yelled at the ref, but, or no, he didn't get one, right? He was just yelling and he got away with it. Anyway, Caitlin's are less about doing things on the court to other players. Hers are all arguing or like hitting the, what's it called? Stanchion? Is that what it's called? The thing that's like under, holds the hoop up, like hitting that. She just has like mini tantrums and they're really hilarious. Like the crash out TikToks that people make of Caitlin Clark just crashing out, 10 for 10. They're so good. I never scroll past them. The officials smoked 3 calls so far. Sophie should have challenged one of the calls. Yeah. It's weird. Like I said, these preseason games and this watch along also is going to be a lot more casual than some of the games that actually count because it hasn't been great basketball. It hasn't been great officiating. It hasn't been great commentary. It's preseason. It's just kind of the name of the game. The announcers, yeah, you guys have said that too, that the announcers called Sophie Lexi already. Whoopsies. I don't want to drink this. This is so good though. I'm not sponsored by Alani, but I would love, they send me drinks all the time, but I would love if they sponsored the show. But this is my favorite flavor. It's cherry slush, but it has a lot of caffeine. I don't want to drink all of it. Paul says Caitlin has problems. Yeah. She's just really competitive. She seems to be one of the most competitive people ever. There was a clip from practice just this week where they were doing their half court shots at the end of practice and she lost again. And she's like sitting on the ground with her head in her hands, just like pouting because she lost. And then there was stuff for media day too when she was like trying to catch, the things that fall and you have to like catch them. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called. And she like missed pretty much all of them except for like 2 and then like threw a tantrum after. But it's kind of the name of the game though. Like when you think about greats, they're all psychotic. Like they're not normal people. You cannot be normal and be great in whatever you're doing. You just truly can't. There's something off about you. Kobe was like that as they talk about the Mamba mentality. Jordan was like that. You hear Jordan stories. Tiger Woods is like that. You hear Tiger stories. Like even I worked a Tiger Woods celebrity golf event once. They hired me to like do some social media, this and that. And I met Tiger. And I don't know what I was thinking because, like, I've watched some golf and I'm not, like, in the golf scene. I don't know what I was thinking about, like, how Tiger would be or how golf would be. This was a celebrity golf tournament, and it was his team versus Bubba Watkins' team. And I don't even think they weren't. Tiger and Bubba were not even golfing, and Tiger is talking so much smack the entire time. Like, mouth of a sailor. Could not stop cursing, like, in Bubba Watson's face. Like, it's just his team. Like, he wanted to win that bad. And I was like, this is kind of crazy. It's not that serious. This is like a celebrity thing. Like, the greats they're not normal, but that's what makes them great. Like, they're so obsessed with their craft. They have these little, like, things, little quirks that they do. And Caitlin is so relatable in so many ways because she just seems really humble or whatever. But yeah, she's going to be a little bit psychotic because she's great. Like, she's great. Anyway, she's going to be a little crazy. She's going to bang her head into the wall sometimes like she did at practice. Lisa Bluter had to go over that with Clark and her teammates. Rachel's like that. Yeah, I'm definitely weird. I definitely would not put myself on any sort of greatness level as the people that I'm talking about. But yeah, everyone has their quirks. By the way, okay, so the game is starting again, by the way. But my favorite book, and I've read it like 4 times, is called Relentless by Tim Grover. I 10 for 10 recommend you guys reading that if you haven't. And one of my favorite chapters, what is it called? Like the dark, I think it's like called The Dark Side, but it basically talks about the greats, like their dark side, basically, like kind of the things that I was talking about. But it is very interesting. But that's my favorite book, so you guys should also read it. If you're ever like down on life or feeling sorry for yourself, just read Relentless. It will just be a little kick in the butt that you need. Who was that for 3? Kelsey? Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell for 3. Okay, finally, they put the score back on. Jesus. The score has not been on the bottom of the screen for the past like 10 minutes of the game. Like before halftime, the score was not on the bottom. I didn't know how much time was left and I didn't know the score. And they finally, just now, with 9 minutes left in the third quarter, put the score back up on the screen. Come on, broadcast team. Act like we've been here before. Get it together. Okay, Indiana's up 47-40. I thought my iPad was tripping. I thought I was having more technical difficulties or something. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Sophie's down with an ankle injury. Something with her ankle. Bro, these injuries are so bad. Hopefully she's good. Hopefully it's just a little tweak, a little stinger. She's getting up. Oh, yeah, she rolled it. She came down. Was that Ryan Howard's? Yeah. She came down and rolled it pretty hard. Just sit her the rest of the game, bro. Who cares? What I don't love is she's also holding her shin. I hope it's not. Take her to the back. Get her. Oh my God. Just get her off the bench. Just take her to the back and work on it. She's clearly in a lot of pain. Why are they not taking her to the back? You're going to have a million angles of this now because everyone is going to be on their cell phones filming it. Take her to the locker room. They don't need, this is a preseason game. They do not need her anymore. Am I wrong in saying this? Like, she'll be fine. I don't think she will probably be fine in a couple weeks, but she might be out for the first game of the season. She might be out next week. Which reminds me, actually, in the game that I was at, she also tweaked her ankle in that game and she walked it off. It wasn't that bad. Like, if you watch that on replay, like, she came down and rolled it really hard. But she did tweak it in that game too and walked it off. This looked worse than that. These injuries, though, bro, like, I literally just made in my video yesterday, I talked about the Valkyries. We talked about quite a few things, but I just talked about the injuries, and it's like so many in the beginning of the season, and I don't know what that is. Like there could be multiple reasons for injuries in the beginning of the season, right? If people aren't ramping up properly, like sometimes you do have to. Oh, good pass. Nice pass to Aaliyah Boston. Little lefty in the paint. Um, you need to ramp up and play full speed to be ready for game. But then also there's a lot of people who play during off season. I feel like that's a lot of wear and tear on your body. So I don't know the right formula. But to me, it just feels like there's a lot more injuries this year. And also there was a lot of injuries in Unrivaled. Do they have a good training staff? Like, do they have chefs that are working with them? All right, so Sophie has both of her feet down now. Just sit her the rest of the game, though. If she goes back in, I'm actually going to be annoyed. Because who cares if they lose this game? They play this guy in a week. Full court 3-on-3 is too much. Yeah. I think Unrivaled needs to, and I also talked about this in my video yesterday, but I think Unrivaled needs to change their format a little bit. In what way, I'm not sure. Exactly, but okay, now DB is on the floor. Come on, ladies, just keep it together. Season's in a week. Ah. I personally would love to see Unrivaled turn into a G League for the WNBA. I would like to see them just partner with the WNBA and turn it into a developmental league for players who get cut or like don't make the teams. Or players who like you can, sign rookies and assign them to Unrivaled like for their G League. I think that would be such a good way to utilize kind of what they've built, and you could still do the same kind of promotion things and stuff behind it. Anyway, but I know they have a 3-year deal with TNT for TV broadcasts and stuff, but I do think it's going to have to change a little bit, especially with the new CBA. I just don't see if players are getting paid a lot with the new CBA, the owners and coaches are not going to be okay with them playing in a league that they could get injured in or like really risking their body. Anyway. So Cameron says Ejim was from my hometown, so I was bummed when she got cut. What is she to do now? There's no G League. Does she just wait for a phone call? Yeah, okay, so the options kind of are you can get picked up by another team. You get picked up by another team or you can go play overseas is kind of the only options. You could just find another league to play in. And then even if you are playing in another league, like a lot of times with the leagues that are in America, there is some sort of buyout clause in their contracts. So during the season, if at some point a WNBA team, it's the same for the NBA, like if an NBA team wanted to call somebody from EuroLeague or from wherever, there's just a buyout clause in that overseas contract. So say it's like $100,000 or something. The NBA or the WNBA would just have to pay that team $100,000 or whatever, and then they can go. So it's kind of the same for the WNBA. I still have to learn some of the rules and things with the WNBA with trades and all of that. I'm definitely much more well-versed in the NBA realm, but I'll learn more this season. Yeah, by the way, you guys, we're at commercial right now. The Fever are winning 51-45. I didn't even tweet that I was live. What am I doing? I didn't because I was having so many tech issues and I was just trying to get back to you guys because you guys showed up for me so strong on the first live stream and then it all went really bad. It's fine. We're here now. We're here now. Oh wait, okay. I'm gonna take off this poll. I forgot it was even on here. Everyone thinks, well, yeah, the majority of you guys think that Caitlin will get more than 5 technical fouls. Will she get 5 technical fouls in the first half of the season? Sophie went to the training room now. Okay, good. Finally. Take her back there because I guarantee you guys on social media is just going to be a bunch of clips and people are going to be speculating. It's just something that you do. Like that's the thing with the professional leagues and with the NBA. If they don't want any rumors, any whatever, like when you get information about an injury from a player, it's supposed to come from the team. Like they are supposed to give that official information. Like you see when anyone gets hurt, you have all these cell phones, you have these things, reporters speculating all this stuff. Like the biggest way, just get them out of there if it's anything that's kind of serious. If it's not something they can just walk off, go figure it out yourselves and then let us know. Ooh, good pass. Caitlin is definitely, shot clock violation, but Caitlin is definitely working on that inside passing. Alicia Gray, though, playing some pretty good defense on her. Also someone who tweaked her ankle earlier on in this game. The score is 51-47 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Wait, are you guys saying that she's on crutches? I still haven't tweeted it. I have ADHD. Yeah, I need to put this away is what I need to do. We're done. No more Alani for me. I'm going to be up all night off of 50 milligrams of caffeine. Forgot to tell you guys that I'm live. Whoopsies. Now I have to find the link to my live. And it sounds like they're mowing the grass out there. Can you guys hear that? All right, there's 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Right now on the court, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Lexi, and DeWanda Bonner. I'm gonna be really mad if Sophie's not playing in the first. She's been so great for them. That's just such a blow. Okay. Is this where I'm live right now? Can I do this link? I don't even have the link to my live. Wait, maybe I can do it on here. Share? Share. There we go. Copy. I'm such an idiot. Okay. Let's post it on Twitter. And then I will be back talking about the game. Who just hit that? Ryan Howard? It's a close game, 54-52. I wonder how much. I don't think we still haven't seen the rookies yet. Not the rookies, Jaylen Brown and Michaela Timpson in the game, which are essentially the two people, Caitlin Clark long three, which are still the two people that everyone thinks are on the chopping block. However, I don't think that there's any way that Michaela Timpson doesn't make the team, but I guess you never know. Okay, back to live. There we are. Okay. Kelsey Mitchell pushing it up the court. Can I talk? Up the court. Another thing that I think is interesting is Kelsey Mitchell hasn't really been playing the one at all. Oof. Caitlin Clark is turning into an international soccer player the way that she just was on the ground acting like she was dying from that hit, which she did get fouled. They should have called foul, but they called it right here on Kelsey. However, the theatrics of it. If this is Caitlin year 2, can you imagine Caitlin year 10? All right, you guys, the score is 56-54. Fever are up 2 with 3 minutes left in the third. And it looks like they're going to timeout. Sorry, I don't have the sound on, so I don't really know what's going on, but. I'll turn it up a little bit. Do you think that the Fever are going to try, like if it continues to be a close game, do you think they're going to try to win this and they're going to keep their starters out there? Because that's what they did with the Mystics. She definitely got fouled right there. Look at her. Okay, why is DB grabbing her ankle? Get these girls some ankle braces. I can't with the ankles. Get them some I don't know what we need to get them. We need to get them some plastic ankle braces with the Velcro. All of them. They won't be able to move. It'll be so slow. But their ankles will not be twisting. Everyone's grabbing their ankles. Get them doing some band work. Get them on the bands, doing all the ankle things. Weighted calf raises, all the things, please. Every time they go down, someone's grabbing their ankle. I can't. That was the same thing in the Mystics game I was at. Sophie, Lexi, both of them went down, grabbed their ankle. DB went down, grabbed her ankle. I can't with the ankles. I'm not doing this. Leisha Gray earlier with the ankle. Kurt says has to be the carpet floor. Yeah, literally. What's going on in Atlanta? It's a dangerous place to play. It's so ominous and dangerous. Look at this plastic floor that they're playing on. Again, no shade to the players. It's not your fault. Oh, Sydney Colson with the steal. Oh, I forgot. Backdoor, Lexi Hall. She has nice little cuts. Lexi. Little sneaky backdoor cuts. I forgot that Cheyenne Sellers was picked up by Atlanta because they were riding when she was cut from the Valkyries. People were not happy about that. To be honest, I'm not that invested in. Oof. That was really flat, but also. Okay. Cheyenne Sellers was top, but aside from some of the top draft picks and Lucy, like the girls who have been on Courtside Club, I'm not really surprised or that invested on players getting cut in the WNBA because it's just so common. It happens all the time. It's the hardest professional league percentage-wise to make it into. Oh my God. Also, you guys watch. It's going to be hilarious if you pay attention to it. Caitlin never boxes out. I shouldn't say never. She rarely boxes out. But she does the same thing to get rebounds every time. It's like her teammates or whoever box out and she just comes in on the backside and like sneaks in there and gets rebounds. but you'll rarely see her like really bodying somebody to box out. Just watch. Tell me if I'm wrong. Is she out of the game now? Yeah, I was like, okay, well, she's out now. But when she goes back in, watch it because it's so funny. All right, is that Jaylen Brown is in? All right, Jaylen Brown's in. Michaela Timpson has not yet played. Jaylen Brown is in. Do we think there's any world where Jaylen Brown makes the team over Timpson? Lexi cut again. Yeah, this commentary is bad. You guys are right. Jeez. Turning it down. I feel like I'm being a little too harsh today, but I'm ready for the real games. Pao Pao looks like she's wearing number Z. The 2 looks like a Z. Am I tripping? She's number 2, right? Yeah, it looks like a Z. Number Z, that's kind of cool. Are they in a zone? Okay, Fever's in a zone. Interesting. End of the third. 63-57. This is where the really bad basketball starts, you guys. The fourth quarters of these games have been killing me. And normally it's my favorite part of basketball is the fourth quarter, not the preseason games. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Saturday nights at Auntie Rachel's house. So much fun. If only the cats were here. I think they're all napping. Sunny's napping over there in my chair. Storm is probably sitting in the window. And I don't know where Sky is, but maybe my cats will join at some point. Is that water bottle a part of my merch? No, it's not. I got this off Amazon. I do have merch, though. I'm not wearing it right now, but I do have merch. We have hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts, and a hat. I want to make new designs, though, because the designs that we have are just like the super basic Courtside Club. And by the way, you guys, my merch, if you do buy it, is very high quality. Like the t-shirts, hoodie, like very, very high quality stuff. It's not like we're just printing stuff on a regular t-shirt, like super high quality. And then the hoodies as well, they're cool because they have the Courtside Club embroidered into it, and it's just kind of small, so it's not like in your face Courtside Club. You just go out and you're like, I'm wearing a Courtside Club hoodie. No, it's embroidered and kind of chill and cool, kind of like Kith, but very high quality. But I do want to make a new line that's a little bit more in your face of Courtside Club stuff. So I never have any extra time to do anything, but when I do, I will get to that. Courtside Club, another CC. Yeah, it's funny because Courtside Club has been around since the idea for Courtside Club I've had since 2020. Early 2020, I had the idea for Courtside Club, and I didn't start Courtside Club until 2022. But I had the idea for so long. So I didn't even know. I wasn't like a fan of Caitlin or following Caitlin when I made Courtside Club. The CC and CC was like not purposeful. That just kind of happened on its own. But yeah, I had the idea in 2020, but I just didn't execute it until 2022. And then year one of Courtside Club was with ESPN. And it was cool. We had 45 episodes with ESPN. It was fine, but the show is 100 times better now that I have it on my own channel. And the show was all interview for season 1 on ESPN, but that's kind of what they wanted. So it was just a bunch of different interviews. They used to cut a lot of stuff out of my show. Like, they would cut funny moments because they were, I don't know, I guess too funny for them. They didn't have the best sense of humor. But I don't even think I'm a controversial person, like, at all. So some of the stuff that they were cutting out, I was like, this is not controversial. But yeah, so they also, at ESPN, I had no say in what the thumbnails looked like or what the title of the video was. And they would title and thumbnail the most wild stuff that wouldn't even make sense for what the show was. And so I felt like people would feel bamboozled when they would click on a thumbnail and like a title thinking it was something else. And they'd go in and be like, wait, this is an interview. This isn't what you guys made the thumbnail and title about. So yeah, it was, it was different. I'm grateful for the year that they gave me at ESPN, but the show's like way better now. I appreciate all you guys supporting me here. Oh yeah, the game is 65-59 with 9 minutes and 27 seconds. We are in the fourth quarter of the game. On the court right now for the Fever, Jaylen Brown, Brianna Turner, Lexi, I can't see, Sydney Colson, and who else? Is that 5? Sydney, Lexi, Brianna Turner, Jaylen. Oh, Michaela Timpson's in also. Sorry, that's who I missed. How do you order merch? I do have a link on YouTube, or you can go to courtsideclub.shop. Totally up to you guys. Like, obviously no pressure at all, but it is good quality if you wanted to order. And I give you guys some extra like stickers and Courtside Club magnets and free keychain and stuff too with every purchase. So you said ESPN dropped the ball hard not having you. Yeah, it was fine. It was mutual. It was a mutual, like, they probably, honestly, I think they hated me there because every single episode was like fighting for what I thought would be a good thumbnail or the title. And also, like, I felt sometimes like I was disrespecting some of my guests because I'd have a guest on and they wouldn't even put the title of the guest in the title of the video. Like, they wouldn't even put the guest name in the title of the video. And I felt like that was horrible. Like, that's not, like, if you have a guest, you need to showcase them. Like, that's the whole point. And they were just doing it based on SEO and like what would be the best, like, whatever for people to click on it, but I didn't like that. So they probably hated me because I was always calling them and being like, hey, can we change this? Can we do this differently? Lexi Hall with a little, so it looks like Lexi once again is going to be playing like 35 minutes. Poor thing. Indiana's up 69-61 in the fourth with 8 minutes left. Thank you, Askabum. Oh, that's funny. Did you play for the Dream? Because you're a Dream girl. No. Well, thank you. That's very sweet. But no, I never played for the Dream. I would not play for the Dream because I don't like playing on plastic floors. I need a close-up. I need somebody who's courtside on that court to like take a photo of what that court is because it looks wild to me. Chris said I just tried sending you a super chat, but it didn't work. I'm sorry. I'm trying to call out these super chats as I see them, and I truly appreciate it, you guys. And also with that, like, now that Courtside Club is on this channel and we own it, I hope I thank you guys enough, but seriously, thank you guys so much for supporting the show because it's grown so much in like the year and a half that we haven't been at ESPN. Like, it's been so amazing, and I never take it for granted. I promise you. And I will never take it for granted. Like, you guys have been amazing. So thank you for that. For literally everything. Every view, like, subscription, all the things. Timpson with the rebound. Okay, it is 72-61 in the fourth with 7 minutes left. Whew. Okay, Ronald with the Skittles. The Skittles and Monster. I put away my energy drink. We are done with that for the day. Hi, Sunny. Are you sleeping over there? Poor Sunny last night. He was throwing up a lot. I think he just ate too fast and he basically threw up all of his food. I felt so bad for him, but he's totally fine now. Lexi Hall with the and one. Okay. Where is she at? Because she's like really putting in some solid minutes with the starters out. Poor Lexi, man. This is deja vu from the Mystics game when it was a close game at the end and she had to play literally into overtime. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for all of these kind comments. I really appreciate it. All right, 75-64, 6.5 minutes left in the fourth. Brittany Griner literally only played 2 minutes this game. I was kind of looking forward to seeing how Aaliyah Boston, Lexi with another pull-up jumper. I was looking forward to see like how the Fever adjusted to her. Maybe they're trying to not play her because they want to save that. They want the Fever to make like real-time adjustments when it actually counts. Maybe that was the plan. Cheyenne Sellers is in right now. Number Z, Pow Pow's in right now for Atlanta. Yeah, but the couple days leading up to the deadline of when they have to finalize rosters is going to be wild. I'm anxious to see if any controversial, like popular players get cut when they really start finalizing. Christopher says, hope Griner didn't sprain her ankle. Everyone's spraining their ankle in this game. So I wouldn't be surprised if she sprained her ankle. I want to see if there's anything on Twitter about a Sophie update. Yeah, let me look. This is really random, but when I opened Twitter, I saw it. Have you guys been following the Idaho 4 case? And I believe it happened in like 2022, actually. But there's new information coming out about that, and it's actually crazy. Let me know if you guys have been following it. So sad. Oh, Boston is up on the Knicks 20 points. The video of him circling their house. Yeah, so there was like video of that, but then also the activity on his phone. Supposedly he chased Xana heard him and went up the stairs, and then Brian Koberger allegedly like chased her. It's so sad and scary, but they did a Dateline thing on it last night and a lot of new information came out. So I feel really bad for the surviving roommates. Like, that's so crazy. I wish I had, we're talking about basketball today, but I wish I had somebody to talk to about this case with, because I feel like I'm the only one following it, but I have like theories and things and I have no one to talk about it about. Anyway, if you guys haven't heard about it, you should it's just wild. And I'm also so glad that they caught him because he was researching like Ted Bundy, like looking up all of these other series. He wanted to be, and he was watching this thing about Ted Bundy. It's the last thing I'll say about it. He was watching this thing about Ted Bundy, and Ted Bundy was in like a black hoodie, whatever. And he took a photo to try to literally look just like Ted Bundy. Like, this man would have kept killing if he wasn't caught. So I'm so glad that they caught him. Anyway, I'm done. Let's talk about basketball. But I'm going to look up a Sophie Cunningham update because Sophie went down. If you guys are just tuning in and you didn't see it in the game, she landed on an Atlanta Dream player's foot and rolled her ankle pretty hard. And she's tough. Like, she's really tough. She wasn't even holding her ankle. Like, she was holding all the way up, like shin closer to her knee. That, you know, when an ankle goes all the way up, it's not good. So I searched Sophie Cunningham and someone's like, not the announcer saying Lexi Hall when it's Sophie Cunningham. Let's see what Scott Agnes had to say. He's been really good at updating with all these fever things. All right, we're back to the game. Indiana's up 77-66. Rachel's new serial killer channel. Honestly, I would start a live stream just so I could talk about it. I actually do follow a lot of true crime. Gosh, I want to start it. Yeah, I want to start another channel. No one would watch it, but about true crime stuff, but then also just to talk about TV shows because have you guys watched Devil's Plan on Netflix? It's like my favorite show on it. It's so good. I'm sorry. It's so good. I love it. And I've, again, no one to talk about it with. No one watches it but me. It's so good, though. Oh, Mike Wiseman said, trust me, we talk about it in Idaho. Yeah, I'm sure if you're in Idaho, it's like such a big thing. It's so sad and scary. I'm just glad they got the guy because what the heck, man. Okay, on the floor right now for the Indiana Fever, let's focus in, even though this basketball is just not good basketball right now. But we have Lexi Hall, Michaela Timpson, Sydney Colson, Brianna Turner, and Jaylen Brown on the court right now. Indiana's up 77-66. You guys would watch it? Oh, okay. So you're asking about the Devil's Plan? Yes, it's the Korean reality show. And I love oh my God, it's so good. And it's season 2 right now. Also, I've been staying up way too late because I watch playoff games, then I want to watch Devil's Plan. It's really good. 10 for 10 recommend. If you guys need TV show recommendations, I got a lot of them. This is not good basketball right now. There's a lot of shot clock violations. People like to see scoring. You know what I mean? Is it Squid Game like? It's like Squid Game, but it's all of the challenges are like brain challenges. It's not really anything physical. But I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's really good. It's like an escape room, but they live there, but then they do these challenges and everyone on there is smart and it's strategic and it's alliances, it's all the things, and it's Korean, but you can watch it dubbed, you can watch it with subtitles, whatever. It's really good. Anyway, I would recommend it. Nobody watches it but me, but I really like it. All right, Indiana Fever. Why does Jaylen Brown look tired? Come on, Jaylen Brown, you have not played enough to look tired, and this should be the time that you look the most energized because you are fighting for a roster spot right now. You cannot look tired on the court. These are those times that you have to be ready. You have to be ready for the moment. And this could truly be her last game with the Indiana Fever. She should be ready to go, like full steam ahead. I like Haley Jones, by the way, for Atlanta. She went to Stanford, I believe. But she does some broadcasting as well, and I think she does a really good job. She just scored on Lexi. Wait, why are you guys laughing? True crime and reality TV, like all women? Okay. I also watch basketball. Not like all women. I'm just kidding. Yeah. True crime. I do like a good reality. I love the Traitors. Oh my god. Have I ever told you guys about my Traitors story? Do you guys watch the Traitors, by the way? Can you let me know? Do you watch the Traitors? Um I got asked to cast in season 1 of the Traitors years ago. And I remember getting the email from this production company that I had like worked on. I don't know. I knew somebody knew me from something. I don't exactly remember. But I got the email asking me to cast for that show. And I remember it saying, like, you live in a castle. It's a murder mystery, all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this is me. This is perfect. They're like, you'll live in a castle for 2 months or whatever. And then they kind of broke down what the TV show was, but they can't tell you what it is, right? And they were like, it's all about like strategy, this and that. And then they said the days that it would be filming. And I remember the days that it was filming, like I had another obligation. I had some sort of other job. And so I didn't cast for it because I was like, I'm not even gonna try, whatever. And then the show freaking comes out, and I was so mad because now they're not even doing, like, if you guys remember season 1 of The Traitors, they had kind of more regular people on. Now it's pretty much all reality stars, but season 1 they had like a mix of also like regular people. So I feel like but I literally got asked to do that show, and I didn't even say yes because I had another obligation. Now I'm so sad because now I'll never be on it. You guys should watch it if you haven't watched it. It's basically like, have you guys ever played Mafia? It's basically like a real life version of Mafia, like Mafia on steroids. When I saw it, I was like, dang, and now I love that show so much. Obsessed with it. The last season, so good. Boston Rob, so good. I was so obsessed with it, and now I'm sad because like I'll never be on it now because it's all reality TV stars. They would never pick me, but I could have been on season 1. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, watch it. Do we do we want to talk about basketball some more? So, Indiana is up 77-71 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Lexi Hall's just taking over again. Lexi Hall putting in the dirty work when she has to, playing her 35 minutes once again. Dang. Come on, Timson, get a rebound. No one's in there rebounding. Jaylen Brown with the ball. They should be good. Don't blow this lead. Please. We do not need another overtime like the game I was at. Indiana Fever's up 79-71 with less than 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Lexi Hall with another backdoor cut. And she got her shot blocked. There was some contact there, though. What the heck? One thing I will say, though, about this Atlanta Dream Court, have you noticed I think they're changing the lighting a little bit on the court every once in a while, which is kind of cool. Lexi again. Pull-up jump shot right in front of the, I should say, as the Washington Mystics would say, Lexi Hall floater. If you know, you know. Yeah, pull-up jump shot at the free throw line. 1 minute left. Indiana Fever is up 81-71. And this is bad basketball otherwise. Jeez. Whew. Good block. Brianna Turner. My screen's so small I can't even see. Yeah. Not good basketball. 43 seconds left. Indiana's up 81-71. I'm actually glad for the game that this wasn't on ESPN as well. Yeah, this wasn't a great game. I mean, preseason hasn't been great. It's just the way it is. I feel like the Iowa game obviously had a lot of hype because Caitlin was going home, and it's just different with the Brazilian national team and whatnot. But preseason hoops is a struggle bus, not only in the WNBA, but also in the NBA. So it's not even like nothing against the players, teams, whatever. It's just they're figuring things out, trying new things, trying new rotations. Sydney Colson is playing the one here with this group, which is interesting, right? Because Jaylen Brown, they would keep her to play point guard, correct? I don't know why coach wouldn't just be like, just let Jaylen run the one and see how she does, even with Sydney in there. Like, they're not cutting Sydney Colson, so they know that she'll run the one at some point. Why not just let Jaylen Brown take it up if you're even considering her? If you're planning on cutting her, then it is what it is. But the Indiana Fever does not need any more 2 through 4 position players on their team. That's game, you guys. Why do they not keep the score? I'm going to show you this really quick. Why do they not have the score up? The score was just up. The game ended and they took the score off. Put the score up. Put it on the put it on the screen. What the hell? Oh my gosh. 81-76 they won. Why isn't it on the screen? Am I crazy in saying this? Like, I'm sorry. Come on, production bus or truck, whatever. You know how there's a little production truck where they do everything? Leave the score immediately. The last buzzer sounds and you take the score off the screen. People want the score to still be up now. Also, by the way, everyone on the internet who was trying to gaslight me and tell me that they don't shake hands, what are they doing right now? Everyone's fraternizing with each other. You guys see this? YouTube, don't take this down. I'm just showing them some examples. Everyone's with the Indiana Fever and the Atlanta Dream, they were just all talking to one another, shaking hands. So everyone on the internet saying WNBA players don't do that. They don't shake hands after the game. Yes, they do. I've been watching basketball my whole life. So when I see it in person and they don't go shake hands, yeah, I'm wondering what's going on there. Jason, thank you so much. I think Brown could come back when the roster allows. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't think she's going to make this final cut. But again, I don't know. Crazier things have happened. We'll see. And maybe she'll get picked up by another team. I feel bad for anyone who gets cut because it really is just so much different than the NBA. They just don't have a developmental league. There's less teams. And there's a lot of great talent that they could have. Even a lot of overseas talent who I think would stay over here. But anyway, we see it. Washington was pissed. Yeah, they walked off the court. Anyway, people were gaslighting me. I'm actually over the gaslighting in the women's basketball community. You're not going to gaslight me and say that people never come together after games. That's just not true. Period. It's just not true. Well, the game's over, you guys. The Indiana Fever went undefeated in their preseason games. If this means anything, it doesn't really. And their next game will be on Saturday. Let's look at the WNBA schedule, actually, and see what we have on deck. Okay. So next week, hello. All right. Why is this not easily accessible? Okay, here we go. Friday, May 16th, we have the Atlanta Dream at the Washington Mystics. We also have Minnesota at Dallas. So that will be, do you guys want me to do a live watch along for Paige Becker's first game next week? I could also do that. And then they also, maybe we do that. It would be a long live stream, geez. But the Lynx versus Dallas, and then right after that is the Sparks versus the Valkyries. And I kind of love both of those teams. I watched their preseason game, and again, it was messy basketball. It's not great basketball, but the Sparks and the Valkyries just have a lot of energy, and it's also back at Golden State, so I feel like they probably will sell out that arena again. Okay, so everyone does want, you guys want a live next Friday? Arthur from New Zealand, thanks for watching. All of you guys watching from overseas too, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so I will be traveling on Friday, but I think I'll be back in time to do those games. If you guys want that, I can probably figure that out. It'll just be a long stream. I'm gonna need a bunch of my cherry slush Alani drinks and possibly some Skittles. Who is that? Ronald, I think, bringing the Skittles in chat. Okay, so maybe let's try for that. Make sure you guys subscribe, click the notification bell. But let's try for that next Friday. And then Saturday is the big day, obviously. Fever for Chicago. Oh, it's a midday game, so it's like same time. And the Aces and the Liberty are before that? Oh, dear. Do you guys want that also? What are we interested in? Do we want... This will be a long day, too. For Saturday, are you guys interested in seeing the Aces at the Liberty and then going straight into the Sky at Indiana game? And then at nighttime, there's Seattle and Phoenix, which I would love to watch Dominique play, but I might like skip the night game. But maybe we do those two games on Saturday if you guys would be into that. Everything? Fever, just Fever. Into a YouTube streamer. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to start playing video games also. We're going to have a Crash Bandicoot live stream channel. It's my favorite video game. I'll be playing Crash Bandicoot, Harry Potter, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I love Tony Hawk Pro Skater game. Please tell me you guys have played that. Actually, that would be really fun to play Crash. I won't be able to do both at the same time, but like play Crash Bandicoot while watching basketball. That'd be really impressive if I could do both those things. Hey, the shirt. You guys love the shirt. Okay. I'm from Europe. Night games are impossible for me. Okay. Well, Dora, on Saturday next week, those are day games. So those will be good. So maybe we try for at least opening weekend next week, the 2 opening night games. Kai, I also hope that Lucy makes the Mystic squad, but I'm a little bit nervous with their new signing. I don't know why they would sign a new player 4 days before deadline unless they knew something that we didn't and they were trying to find a replacement, but yeah. Trinidad. Jeremiah, you're in Trinidad? That's awesome. Do I play League of Legends? No. That's a little too tough for me. I play children's games. No, the games, I'm not really good at, I'm not good at shooting games. League of Legends is shooting, isn't it? Or no? It just seems really intense. I've actually never tried it. Maybe it would be fun. But no, the only games that I play, and I don't play games often, I really just play with Dre. Crash Bandicoot, Harry Potter, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. We play the 2-player games like It Takes Two. Love Minecraft. Have not played it in a while. Obsessed with Minecraft. I suck at it, but it's really fun. I like to kind of play on creative though, so I can just kind of fly around and do whatever I want. I don't play NBA 2K at all. So sorry about that. Definitely don't. Oh, and then also I have a Switch too. So I have this Fox game. Actually, it's so sad, but it's like a really pretty Fox game that I play on Switch. But also like Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario Tennis, all of those. Brain games. We play that one also. Yeah, I've played Fortnite a couple times, but really I just stay with my team and let them carry me, and I just hide and snipe because I can't do anything else really but that. But Fortnite is fun. It's just I'm not very good. Yeah. Can you play chess? Oh my gosh, I haven't played chess since I was a kid. Call of Duty, no. Are you kidding? That's way too hard. Resident Evil, heck no. Scary. Mike said the last game I played on TV was Pong. I feel like I've played Pong before too. My first video game ever was Duck Hunt with that orange gun. Do you guys remember that game? That was my first game ever. And then I played all the games growing up, like Sonic and Spyro. Played a lot of Crash growing up. Played Roller Coaster Tycoon, Toe Jam and Earl. Love Toe Jam and Earl. That I feel like it's very niche. You've either like loved Toe Jam and Earl or you've never heard of it. Obviously, like all the Mario games. I was a huge Sonic girl though. Oh, but also Crazy Taxi I used to play. I used to play Ready to Rumble. And then Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk is still like my favorite though. We downloaded like the remastered version of Tony Hawk. So much fun. I love Tony Hawk. Oh, so you guys have heard of Toe Jam and Earl? Okay, good. If I played Resident Evil live, no, that wouldn't even be fun. Okay, yes, you guys, the season opener for the Indiana Fever is on next week. It's like a week from today. So we'll likely go live for the Aces and the New York game on that day. So we'll have a good little leeway into the Indiana Fever Chicago Sky game. I hope Sophie's back for that though. That looked like a rough ankle sprain. And I wouldn't even force her to, like, I wouldn't even play her if she's even a little bit sore for that. You need her for the rest of the season. Like, who cares about the very first game? But dang, she's been doing so well, and that was just, like, really sad to see. So, yeah, guys, right now, pending on going live for Paige's first game against the Lynx, Dallas is not going to be good this year. Do we also agree that Dallas is not going to be good? Yeah. Yes, you guys agree. Okay. And then, yeah, so next Friday. Oh, but hold on a second. Hold on. I might take that back. I need to see what the night games are also tough though because NBA playoffs are happening and the playoffs have been so good. What is the timeline for? Let me look at the NBA timeline. Which I think Boston, like the Boston Knicks game, what's happening there? Holy crap. Okay, it's fine. 74-48. The Knicks should just quit now. It's a 26-point game. In the third, yeah, just wrap it up and get the next game. I do want to look at what the timeline is going to be for what games these could possibly be. Okay. Oh, okay. So if we're fine, we're actually fine because the Friday games would be game 6 of Celtics Knicks. which I'm actually indifferent about that series. And I know I'm the only one in the history of the planet who's indifferent about that series, but whatever. And then Saturday, there's no games. And then Sunday would be game 7 if the Nuggets Thunder series makes it to a game 7, which I don't even know if they'll make it that far. But so we should be golden to go live on Friday and Saturday next week. Thanks for hanging out. For all of you guys that are leaving, thank you so much for hanging out. This was fun. Kai said, are you on the 2K celebrity game for my league? They have it on the calendar for All-Star Weekend. No, I doubt it. I don't think they would include me in anything. Cool. All right, guys. Well, let's plan on that. In the meantime, I'll definitely have some more solo episodes up this week. I don't think I'm going to... Yeah, no. No more preseason games. To be honest, I'm just kind of over the preseason games. It's not great basketball. We covered the Fever. We have a pretty good look of what the team is going to look like. We don't know the pure rotations yet, but we kind of see how this new team gels. But I don't even think, like, they're not playing 100%. We'll have to see what Stephanie White really does when things actually matter. But yeah, no more live preseason games, but I will make videos this week. I will be traveling a little bit. But let's plan on coming back here on Friday and Saturday next week, and that'll be fun. And I hope that I'll have OBS working and everything will be good. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Yeah, and I will see you guys on the channel this week with some solo episodes, and I'll see you live next weekend. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Have a great weekend.